Hey there, Bible students. Today we'll dive into Mark chapter 7 and uncover what Jesus' teachings on tradition and morality really mean. So, in Mark 7, Jesus is confronted by the scribes and Pharisees from Jerusalem. They're upset that his disciples aren't following the tradition of ceremonial hand-washing before eating. These religious leaders prioritize human traditions over God's commandments, but Jesus doesn't hesitate. He points out their hypocrisy, emphasizing that God's moral standards are far superior to man-made tradition. He says in verses 6-7, Isaiah was right when he prophesied about you hypocrites. As it is written, these people honor me with their lips, but their hearts are far from me. They worship me in vain. Their teachings are merely human rules. Jesus goes further, teaching that it's not what goes into a person that defiles them, but what comes out of their heart. He lists off evils like theft, murder, and deceit, showing that moral defilement comes from within. This underscores that God's laws are about heart transformation, not mere outward compliance. Now let's talk about the story of the Syrophoenician woman. This Gentile woman pleads with Jesus to heal her daughter. Initially, Jesus' response seems harsh, saying, "It is not right to take the children's bread and toss it to the dogs." But she persists, showing remarkable faith, and Jesus grants her request. This story demonstrates that while Jesus' primary mission was to the Jews, his compassion and salvation extend to all who believe. After this, Jesus continues his ministry in Gentile regions, healing a deaf and mute man in Decapolis. This act shows that Jesus' message and power are for everyone, breaking down barriers of tradition and prejudice. Remember, Jesus began challenging these traditions versus moral issues early in his ministry. Think back to when he defended his disciples for picking grain on the Sabbath. The Pharisees were more concerned with looking pious than with true worship of God. Nowadays, we still wrestle with traditions, from what a pastor should wear to what songs we sing in church. But the key lesson from Mark 7 is clear: traditions are tools to point us to God, not replacements for loving him and others. When traditions overshadow God's commandments, they become idols. That's Mark 7 in a nutshell. Jesus teaches us to prioritize God's moral standards over human traditions, emphasizing heart transformation and inclusivity. Thanks for watching, and keep studying the Word. Until next time, stay blessed.